Well, folks, we have a little bit of a different day today because of the water main break, but that's okay. I just wanted to send you a quick message regarding the stuff I was going to talk about in class anyway, and just give you a couple extra examples as we're heading into this wonderful world of trigonometry. You probably don't need the scientific calculator so much yet today, but you might for tomorrow. Please do complete the assignment for Friday as if you were in school, and prepare to do the work scheduled for Monday on Monday. So we're going to keep right up. Make sure you have both podcasts watched in preparation. But I do want to go over a couple different things. Mainly identifying sides of a triangle. And again, of course, this is something that would work much better if we were here live and in person, but we'll make the best of what we got. Okay, so I'm going to try to draw a triangle here. Maybe. There we go. There's a couple triangles. Exciting. All right. When we are dealing with this, you heard in the podcast that we identify opposite, adjacent, hypotenuse. One of the things that's really useful as we are working on this trig stuff is labeling the sides before we start the problem. So if I'm looking to see, for example, if this is A, B, and C, like this, and my sides are, say, 5, 12, and 13. And I want to know, and I'm working with angle A as my perspective. Okay, so my person is standing right here. Sometimes I've seen people put little smiley faces in the angle, whatever. You need to indicate first off which angle you're working with. That's important. Know what angle you're working with. If you're not sure, you have no markings, it's really easy to make a mistake. Then because the names of the sides, opposite and adjacent, are relative to the position of the angle, it's important that we identify them, but not just visually, that we actually notate them. So if I have angle A here, it's real easy to find the opposite side for the one I'm working with, because we go right through the angle and it's the side we see. So I'm going to label that the opposite side. It's also really easy to identify the hypotenuse, because that's the one that's across from the right angle. And we've already worked on that. We circle it, but I'm going to label that hypotenuse. So then the only remaining side must be the adjacent. And literally, when you're working problems, I want you to draw the triangle, and I want you to label opposite, adjacent, hypotenuse. Now, some people just go OAH. That's fine. But label them. And you may think, oh, that's so much extra work. And I know even when I was having you, when we were doing Pythagorean theorems, circling the hypotenuse was almost too much work for some people. But seriously, you want to be doing this because it's going to make your life a lot easier when it comes to this. Then, when you have to identify the tangent of the angle is going to be the length of the opposite side, which is 5, over the length of the adjacent side, which is 12. And it'll be easy to identify what goes where. Now, when we're setting up our tangent ratio, remember, the tangent doesn't equal 5 over 12. It's a tangent of an angle. Okay? I can't just do tangent by itself. We're always taking the tangent, or as you'll learn later on, the sine or cosine of an angle. And that tangent of an angle, or sine of an angle, or cosine of an angle equals a ratio. And that's the proportion that always exists for that angle. But the main thing I was going to emphasize this morning was labeling your picture. Make sure you're identifying what angle you're working with, then labeling the sides opposite, adjacent, hypotenuse before you start doing the problems. Okay? Don't even try to start setting it up before drawing the picture and labeling the problem. Remember also that if I switch angles, I switch labels. Okay? If I want to work with angle B instead of angle A, all right, so if I switch perspectives and I'm over here now, okay, that's where my little person is. Now, the hypotenuse is still 13, okay? The hypotenuse did not change. But now the opposite side is the 12. And the 5 is the adjacent. So if I want the tangent of angle B, and again, Without specifying angle, the word tangent is kind of meaningless because it has to always tangent of an angle. Okay? If I don't specify an angle, I don't know which side is opposite, which side is adjacent, which side is hypotenuse. I know which side is hypotenuse, but that's it. Is opposite over adjacent. So again, identifying the parts, that's what I was really going to emphasize today. It's going to make a big difference. You want to do this all the time, basically for the rest of the chapter. Whenever you work with a triangle, you redraw the triangle in your homework, or if it's on the worksheet, congratulations, you can just copy it down, and you do that. I'm also going to quickly scan in and upload, in case you forgot to bring your packet home or you didn't bring your packet home, which is probably quite normal. I will actually scan in and upload to Schoology the sheet for today as well from the packet that you're going to need to work on. So stand by for that, and I will get that to you ASAP. Enjoy the rest of your day off, and I guess we'll see you on Monday.